Hi Loviesss, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Harmony, and today I just decided that I'm going to start a series. Yeah, I'm going to start a series on this channel called Random. So I'll be coming here with my random stories and just teaching you people about how my life is being dramatic and how it's full of jokes. So yeah, today we're starting this is episode 1. This is episode 1 of this series. By the way, yo guys, look at my hoodie. Look at my hoodie. Like, you can't see it full. Yeah, you can't see it full. Also, I cannot adjust the camera because it took me more than 10 minutes to put the camera where it is. So I'm not going to move the camera. But yeah, I'm in a hoodie. It has my name on it, my YouTube name on it. Also, there's like a typo here. Ignore it. Yeah, ignore it. But yeah, I love it for me. Don't you guys love it for me? Yeah, me too. I love it. Yeah, so back to this random series. This is Random Series episode 1. Yeah, season 1, episode 1. Today in the morning, I was thinking about this, and then I was like, let me just do it. And I'm going to start with this story that happened yesterday. So I think the title of this this video is going to be let us learn from our mistakes. Like, mistakes are not always bad. So mistakes are not always bad. Mistakes are good. Mistakes do mistakes. What kind of title is that one? Do mistakes. Do mistakes. Anyway, we're going to think about the title later. But the gist is, yesterday, me, my sister, and my mom, we went to the farm. So it's like at the far end of Lilongwe, some place beyond 25. So we went to the farm. We were like, we're going to just gather the harvest that side and then come back. We won't take time. So in my mind, I said that we're going to be back like around 11 or 12 because we're just going to collect and put them in the car and like and just send it out. So in my mind, I was like, we're not going to take time. We're just going to stay there for like an hour max and then we'll be headed back. So we went there and then we had to start taking things from the farm to the car. Now here's where the gist happened. Yeah, your girl did some stuff. Your girl did some things that were not supposed to be done. And that made us end up coming back later. So yeah, we got there. We're taking things from the farm to the car. And then me and my sister agreed that I'm going to stay in the car. She's going to be going down there with this other guy, Mika, who helps out at the farm. And they're going to be taking the stuff from that side and coming in the car with them. You know, I should just stay in the car. That was just the thing that I was supposed to do. There's nothing else that I was supposed to do. There was no major works that I was supposed to conduct. I was just supposed to sit in the car and open it and make sure that things have entered and close the car. So the first trip was cool. The second time, so I sat in the car. I had a weird obsession with dogs. So I was looking at dog TikToks. I was looking at Doberman TikToks. So they're looking at my dogs on TikTok, and then the guy comes like with the harvest to put in the car. And then I'm like, all right, let me open the car, let me open the boot. And then narukan. Sana kauso go agari more. Kauso go agari more. Adaja awira. I'm like, I bet ndikase gule. Ndaruka mgari more mujana ndikase gula. I close my car. And I close my door. Ndakase gula no boot. Yeah? Naso gula boot da kutura zinto. And then I closed the boot. Yeah, I closed the boot. I know you don't understand, like, what's the for. Wait, I'm getting there. I closed the boot. And then this guy is going back and Priscilla is coming back with the other harvest. I'm going to the front to open the door. The doors of the car are locked. Ask me where the keys were. Guys, the keys were inside the car. Yo, I don't know how I can explain, but sis got the keys of the car locked inside the car. Yeah. Now I didn't know that the car locks itself, because alarm like it has some alarm that when you get out of the car, it just and close all doors, it just automatically locks in an instant. So I didn't know that, and I'm not a driver. I don't think I prefer driving at this point, but yeah, that happened. So this is me. I noticed that the door is locked. I'm like, what's up? Hold on. It's chill. I noticed that the car doors are locked. I'm like, hey, was gunning because here I don't understand. And then in my mind, the car keys were in my pocket. I checked my pocket, the car keys are not there, bro. Yeah. So immediately I realized this. I low-key started to panic because I was like, how am I going to open the car? And I was alone at the scene of the incident. So it's not like anybody else was there to see what had happened. No one. So I started going door by door. I just said, nothing. I go the other side, try to open, nothing. I try the boot. The boot is not opening, bro. I was done. I was just done. I started running. I started running towards the farm. I was like, oh, day, no run. And then I started eating. Ran to the farm, and then I'm like, oh my guys, I have a day. So I found my mom there, and then I'm like, hey. So this was me smiling, because I just don't know how to just keep a straight face when I do something wrong. Sometimes I just laugh. So I was like, hey, because I cannot afford to cry, I'm going to laugh. I went there, I'm like, Ama, gari moro ya giga. To my mom, I was like, Ama, gari moro ya giga. She's like, huh? Guys. She's like, huh? Sini maziwa. Zori gari moro ima giga yoka. Then magia gari moro linkari, gari moro ya giga. She didn't say a word. Sis just took herself, turned, and started walking towards the car. That means never do go like, what it do? Like, say something, or like, just what it do? Like, talk to me. And then Basi, we got there, and guys, she was like, what happened? And then I explained, and then she's like, so I'm like, we should try opening the boot, because one of the doors are still open. So it looked like it was the boot, in my defense, because there was like some space showing. Yeah. So it looked like it was the boot. So one of these doors is open. They're just playing hard to get. So this was us. We started forcing the door open. Nothing doing. And at that time, and it was a time already we had gathered with the harvest. Some of it was outside the car. Some of it was inside the car. If I had not done the mistake that I had done, we would have been coming back at that time. So so we started like figuring out ways to get the car open. Nothing was doing. Some men came by, 4 of them. Nothing is happening. It reached a point where it was like we had nothing else to do. So at the end of the day, we were like, my sister should go back home to Lilongwe and get the extra keys for the car. And she should come back. We should open the car and then we should go. Sis went home, came back around Shama 3, thereabout. She came back Shama 3 with the spare key, the spare alarm remote. We tried. This alarm thing is not working. Can you imagine? It was not freaking working. Like, why do we have a spare if it's not working? It was not working. And at that time, we were just drained because we had an event to be at. We had to be at an event by 6 o'clock, and at this time it wasn't showing good beta. Not man. Until we reached the point where we're like, let's just break the car window so that we should open the door. So before we broke it, I was like, let me consult the ambassador of the house, the Royal Highness, Her Excellency, the firstborn. Let me consult her before I make any decisions. Yeah, I called my big sister and I was like, hey man, man. And then she was like, well, no, don't break the car. I'm coming there with the mechanic. Time I didn't have 3. 4 Z, nobody. 5 no one. This chick came at 6. This chick came with the mechanic at 6 because I was a queue in for 9. Why? Why do you for 9 people have to make a queue in the road? Do you not know that us were stranded? Yeah. Bro, we waited and we waited. And nothing about the whole day. I ate barara straight from the ground. I had potatoes. They're potatoes, Potatoes? They're not potatoes. They are whatever they are, but barara. I had barara straight from the entire. Yours asuga. Mango kukura. Because I was hungry. I was very hungry. And at that, I guess so. munda matu kumavero kuli nzimbe. And then I guess anakangochwa nzimbe ali amweni abavaru basi tandize. We started eating nzimbe. Naja nzimbe ndi mbarara straight from the ntaka. Also, the time when I was eating, my hands were literally dirty, but like nangangurani, you know? It was like I was back to the Garden of Eden. Anyway, but yeah, so that happened, and then we got back here and stuff like that. So the reason why I'm saying that this video should be titled "Do Mistakes" or "Mistakes Are Good" or whatever it's going to be titled is that when I came back home, I didn't meet my dad because he was at the event that we were supposed to be with. So he went there and he felt since we didn't go, yeah. But then in the morning when I woke up, he called me and then I'm like, "Ish, better talk about it. We're finna talk about it." So he called me and then I went and then he's like, "What happened yesterday?" And then, you know, I explained everything that happened, that I didn't know about the car and what noise. So this guy was like, oh, my dad then was like, I'm sure he watches this, what I'm saying. So my dad then was like, from now on, you should learn how to like check oil. You should learn how to check water, brake fluid, sorry. You should also know how to change tires. You should also know how to, basically, you should know the car inside and out. I was busy checking all the cars that are here so that I should never repeat the mistakes that I made again. So basically, one thing that I've learned from this thing that happened, this incident that happened, is that I have learned how to check oil. I have also learned how to check water. Of course, I knew this from driving school, but I've learned them again. Yeah. I'm also learning how to change a tire. I'm also learning everything about it. In fact, I'm learning how to be a thug. So that next time that a car key is inside the car is locked, I can thug it up and I can open the door without needing any mechanic because that mechanic was expensive. But yes, that's what did, and that's what I want to talk to you about in this episode 1 of the random series. And guys, so that's what did. Anyway, so from the small mistake that I did, though it wasn't all that small in its nature, yeah, but from the mistake of leaving the keys in the car and whatnot, I am now learning the anatomy of the car. So you see, one simple mistake can help you learn a whole lot more that you weren't even going to learn on your own without that mistake. So let's be grateful for mistakes. Yeah, I think that should be the lesson from what happened yesterday. But otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching. My phone is dying right now, so I have to really go. But I'm really grateful that you guys stayed for this series, and this is episode 1, everybody. See you at episode 2, whenever that one is going to come. I'm not sure. I'm not promising anything because I have issues with consistency and commitment. But I love you.